Pardon us, Archbishop Arolda. It's the SSS. You may enter. Now state your business. You claim to have discovered a plant spoken of in the Testaments. Well, we haven't actually been able to confirm anything just yet. Maybe it would be best if we started from the beginning. On one hand, mysterious creatures, and on the other, discrepancies in the fabric of space and time itself. Yes, and these creatures are different from the ones that previously appeared in Stargazer's Tower and Moon Temple. Oh right, I almost forgot. Noel did mention consulting with the church after our joint investigation. This flower and grass, do you happen to have a sample with you right now? Yeah, we do. They're not glowing like they were before we picked them, but here you are. It can't be. Does that mean what I think it does? You know what they are after all? No. Sorry to tell you this, but I haven't the slightest idea. The hell? Stop holding out on us. Your reaction just now tells us otherwise. And I'm afraid your judgment is mistaken. It was I who invited you into my office, thus I do now insist that you leave. You may not realize this, but I'm a very busy man. You have to be kidding me. And I suggest you not bother asking Sister Marble either. She may be knowledgeable, but if I was unable to identify them, I assure you neither can she. If she were familiar with them, that would present a problem in and of itself. Hold on a second. The way you're talking implies that you definitely know what they are. Think whatever you will. My previous answer still stands. You can send Commander Bayels to my door if you so please. It wouldn't change a thing. Alright, bet. I'll do it. We should go, Lloyd. I don't think we're gonna get any more out of him. You're right. Thank you for your time, Archbishop. I pray you won't hold this against me. What a filthy liar. What was his problem? Old man shut us out like we were covered in fleas. He didn't even try to help us. Randy, he didn't seem all that concerned about hiding his intentions at that. It almost seemed as though he felt he was doing us a favor somehow. Might be something the church considers taboo. So much so that even Sister Marble wouldn't know anything about it. But doesn't all this talk of secrecy just make you want to know that much more? Yeah, you know, Wazi actually has a point here. I'm definitely one of those people. It's not as if they can stop us from reading the Testaments front to back ourselves. I suppose it's not out of the question, but who knows how long that can take. I've studied them before, yes, but that was so long ago, I couldn't even tell you which verse or what book to start from. I doubt you'll find the details you're hoping for in traditional canon, Reese. Reese. Yo, where's Kevin at? You're... Keep your voices down. Come meet me in front of the parsonage. Try not to arouse any suspicion leaving the cathedral. What should we do? We can trust her. If she has something to tell us, then it's in our best interest to hear her out. Fair enough, let's go. Such peaceful music in this cathedral. Really nice. Yo, what's up? Is Kevin behind that door? Follow me, please. I preferred it if the others didn't see us. Right. Pardon us? Afterward, Lloyd and the others were shown to Reese's room. They then outlined what they knew about the blue flowers and recounted the conversation they had with Archbishop Arolda. Now I understand. It doesn't surprise me that the Archbishop refused to divulge anything to you. You know something we don't? Perhaps, but before I explain... Ellie, you wouldn't happen to have told them about my position, would you? No, I kept quiet about it. Didn't seem like the kind of information I should share. I appreciate that. What exactly do you mean by position? I believe the Archbishop already had his suspicions about this. But the truth is, I belong to a secret order within the church. The Gralsritter. It's a sect within the Congregation for the Sacraments, tasked with the collection of artifacts. The Gralsritter? Like the priest that helped us at Altair Lodge? I assume you mean Kevin Graham. It just so happens that I'm one of the squires working under him. The original plan was for him to come to Crossbell and conduct an investigation into what's going on behind the scenes. But the Archbishop would have never allowed him to set foot in the cathedral, so I came in his place. I do recall him mentioning the Archbishop's vendetta. So that's why. Damn, it sounds like the church ain't such a big, happy family behind the stained glass. No, shameful as it is to admit. Oh, you know how many sus churches I have to deal with? Well, never mind that. Regarding this plant all of you picked. I believe it's the same one written about in the Church of Testaments. Or rather, I should say it's unofficial testaments. The Apocrypha? Apocrypha. Alright, that's easy to say. Apocrypha? I like that word. That's a fun word, Apocrypha. By unofficial, you mean they're testaments not recognized by the Septian Church. That's correct. Even within the church itself, you are permitted to ever lay eyes upon them. However, an exception is granted to the Grossritter. That's to say we are allowed to read the Apocrypha. It's a necessity, given how many artifacts are outlined within the pages of those testaments. Now I get it. And you're saying this blue plant is also written about in the Apocrypha. Yes, a particular Azure flora is mentioned in the Book of Lather. It blooms in locations above septium veins and is said to be an omen of things to come, be they weal or woe. They call it pleroma grass. That name. Isn't that one written in the cult's records, the main ingredient used in Gnosis? That's correct. I'm really glad they showed me this because, heck if I remember. I take it this was the final dungeon though because Estelle and Joshua are here. Could have sworn we've heard the last of that stuff. It's all coming full circle. So that was what they were using. Many of the mysteries left behind by the cult have remained inscrutable even to the church. There's also Archbishop Aroldo to contend with. He's been stonewalling us from investigating the traces left behind by Joachim Gwenter. Wait, there's something I still don't understand. If this pleroma grass stuff is the key ingredient used in Gnosis, then what is it doing blooming all over Crosswell right now, and what does it mean? That's a good question. The fact that it does correspond with the cryptid's emergence is also cause for concern. A plant that blooms atop septium veins. Not to mention one known simultaneously as a good and bad omen. Yeah, I'm not liking the way these pieces are falling into place. Regardless of what it means, this isn't something we can handle on our own. Let's return to the SSS building for now and give the chief a report. Reese, would you mind if we relayed what you told us to the guild and CGF? Well, I suppose not, as long as you refrain from mentioning me by name. Still trying to avoid the watchful eye of the Archbishop, are you? Naturally, we wouldn't do anything to compromise you, Reese. And I have no objections. I'm gonna get in touch with the Grossritter before beginning my own investigation. Would you be willing to exchange information with me if either of us makes progress? That'd be no problem at all. Thank you for your help. Oh, and the others that return to the SSS? Alright, cryptids, pleroma grass, the plot thickens. After enjoying a late dinner with the chief and Kia, they succumb to exhaustion of the day. What the heck? I thought that was someone breathing when they were sleeping. No, that's what I'm talking about. I never felt better. With this, I'll crush him. Crush him till he's nothing but dust. What took you, huh? Yeah. No worries. I can go anytime you want. Why do I feel like I know who this is? Oh, that dude just got Arc-the-Lad too. Just one condition. We handle things my way. Got it. I guess we'll see what's up with that. Oh, day 2. Day number 2. I see. So the pleroma grass stuff was the main ingredient for that drug, huh? If that's the case, the department isn't going to overlook it growing across the state. We were planning on continuing our investigation along the guild, but is there some other matter you feel warrants attention? You could put it like that, but I think it's best left to other divisions. The referendum is getting closer, and there's bound to be a lot of unrest in the city. When you're focused there, the priority right now is to quell their anxieties before things get out of hand. That's a very good point. So in other words, crisis management. In that case, what do we do regarding today's plans? We already finished our part of the cryptid research yesterday. Well, if we got time, we can always go give the bracers a hand anyway. What's the matter? Something on your mind? Well, I was just thinking, why don't we try paying the Rosenberg studio a visit? That place does have ties to the society. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. We're not in a position to search the studio without a warrant, of course. But if you'll recall, the old man living there told us something the last time we visited. If you have no particular business here we have nothing to speak about, you may visit me again when you have a reason to. I will at least hear what you have to say, if only out of respect for Ren. What, we have a reason now? It may be worth stopping by to see him, though doing so comes with its fair share of risks. Maybe so, but I for one would like some insight on that mysterious boy's objectives. For all we know, he could be taking shelter at the very studio. I think we should go too. We have to consider the circumstances. There's no telling what the major powers might do at a moment's notice. We can't afford to leave some shady criminal organization to its own devices on top of it all. That's a fair assessment. Should we make the studio our first priority then? Yeah, let's get a feel for the situation. Depending on where things go, we may end up needing a search warrant after all. Guess we'll just have to see. Alright, enough round table talk, let's head on out. Hey guys, does that mean you're leaving for work now? Yeah, that was the plan. Aren't you going to the library today, Kia? Yeah, I wanted to find the book in Braille for Shizuku. I'm gonna buy groceries on my way home. Is there anything you want for dinner? Shopping for groceries? Will you be okay on your own, Kia? I know you've been handling all the cooking lately, but even so, it's fine. I buy groceries from Momo's dad and Oscar all the time. I'm already friends with the Legion's food lady at times, too. Wow, really? Why the surprise? This is keto we're talking about. Well, in that case, why don't we go for some hot pot today? Can't think of a better cure for this chilly weather. I was thinking more eggplant, but hot pot's good, I guess. Oh, it's a good idea. It'd be like a team-building exercise, but with food. Hot pot, I suppose that means we'll be eating Eastern style tonight. Can you handle that, Kia? I think I can manage. I want to make the broth from scratch, so I'm going to go to the stalls on East Street. Well, look at our little head chef here. We have yet to even leave, and already I look forward to coming home. Thanks, Kia. We'll try our hardest to make it back on time. You got it. What request do we have today? Oh my word. Monster, this one, these are all short, of course. Papua? That's, Sky Bandit family. Josette, Kyle, and Don, I think. Park staff, Hanks. I guess we should do all these because I assume when we go to the what's it called, it will cancel them. Looks like we have a few new ones. What's the plan? Working our way through them after we're done with the doll studio? I'm not so sure that's a good idea. We don't know what might happen when we get there. I think we should take care of as many requests as we can beforehand. You're right, that visit could end with us conducting a search and seizure for all we know. Let's make our way to the mountain path after we take care of the request. Better find time to respond to Michelin Wonderlands or so help me. Alright, Tio, we're going right now. We're gonna do that one first because you said something about it. How does one get to Michelin Wonderland, though? Do I just go to the Harbor District and take a boat? Calling passengers to Michelin. You're right, it involved helping Michi in some way or another. I wonder what Dini has to do. Does it truly matter? Michi needs our assistance. We have no time to lose. I think we all know Teotat's stance on this. Something tells me this is going to be one to remember. Shouldn't head to Michelin unless we're absolutely ready to handle that request. Yes. Alright, no time like the present. Yeah, I remember they opened a delivery service in Sky 2 and 3. After being the Sky Bandits. Lloyd and the others boarded the cruise ship bound for Michelin. After arriving, they made their way to the front gates of the theme park. What a pickle. This is liable to throw off the entire morning schedule. Excuse us, we're the CPD's special support section. Would you happen to be Hanks? We're here for the request you submitted. Oh, that's right, you're the SSS. Let's see. Yes, I think you'll be a perfect fit. No sizing adjustments necessary. Wait, sizing adjustments? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Would you mind explaining your request? Oh, how careless of me. My apologies. I'm sure you're all familiar with our park's mascot, Mishi, yes? No breathing soul could know more. Teotai here is a bit of an obsession. But yeah, we know him. Hard to live in Crossbell too long without seeing that fluff ball around. Does Mishi have something to do with your request? It just so happens he does. The thing is, we received some bad news this morning. The actor who's portrayed Mishi since the park opened, well, he told us he wasn't going to make it. Oh, and you need someone to be Mishi. Make it. Wait, you don't mean... Oh, goodness, no. Nothing that dire. Just a sudden case of upset stomach. The plan is for him to get some medicine at St. Ursula and return to work as soon as he's able to. There's really only one person for the job here. If all goes well, he'll be back in action as early as this afternoon. Still, at least a problem with the morning performance. That's where you come in. I need someone to don the fur and be the Mishi's stand-in for a few hours. Mishi's stand-in? Hey, sounds pretty fun. Alright, where do I get... yeah, I don't think so. You're far too tall to fit into the costume. On the other hand, I think your pal here with the overly serious expression would be perfect. Me? Oh, come on. Tio is not gonna like that. I was gonna use that kitty suit as a free pass to pick up chicks. Damn you, Lloyd. How's that my fault? Probably for the best. Otherwise, Randy would have given catfishing a whole new meaning. So, back to the matter at hand. Do you think you can not do it? Well, we didn't come all this way for nothing. We'll take the job. I owe you one. Now then, if there's nothing more to cover, let's... Yeah, come on, Tio. You know you want to say something. Tio, is there something wrong? You've been very quiet these past few minutes. Costume, actor, upset stomach, medicine. It's gotten into her. Pulling back the curtain might have been more than she can handle. I'd be very careful with the next words you say. I'll do what I can. Hey, Tio. No need to mind me. Mishi needs us. I'll make sure to contribute as actively as I can. That's the spirit, Tio. I don't know if I like the way she phrased that. Is she really okay? Everything settled? Good, now if you'll just follow me to the locker room. Sure, lead the way. Theme park trouble? Oh, how do I look? Adorable, actually. Yeah, it really screams you. In what way? It's a full bodysuit, Noelle. So you comfortable in there? Looks like it could get pretty toasty. I'm sure it will. It's not the most breathable outfit I've ever worn, to say the least. Luckily, the height is right. It feels a bit loose, though, so it's a little weird to move in. Don't sweat the small stuff. You're going to be doing enough sweating in the costume as is. But man, is it going to be worth it? Mishi fangirls fawning over you, putting your arms around them with no hang-ups. I'd have plenty of hang-ups with that, for your information. Oh, speaking of fangirls, where'd Tio run off to? Now that you mention it, I saw her catch a staff member's attention before walking away with him. Ta-da! Hey, what's up, Tio? Are you Michette or something? Yeah, of course, of course. What the? Is that you, Tio? Who else? Who else would it be? Tio, me my name is Michette. Don't tell me my own older brother's forgotten my face. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness, you look so cute, Tio. I don't think I've ever seen a pink version of Mishi, though. Who's this character? I'm Mishi's little sister, Michette. She's a selfless girl who's always looking out for her clumsy oaf of an older brother with judgmental eyes. Judgmental? That's right, I remember you mentioning that Mishi had a little sister. She came up to me asking if she could help by playing the part of Michette. Technically, the regular Michette shift doesn't start until later, so I thought, what the hey? So that's where she went. Wait, by helping out, do you mean... Yes, my intention is to supervise Lloyd's Mishi routine. Rest assured his shins will rue every blunder he makes. Ah, the brutal barbs of tough love. What an adoring little sister you have, Mishi. I just wish my shins got a say in it. Wait, shouldn't you be the one giving me acting directions? Sorry, but we won't have a chance. It's almost time for Mishi to start touring his way around the park. Listen, just ask yourself. What would Mishi do and go from there? I'm sure it'll all work out, probably. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Remember that at the end of your morning tour, you're scheduled to do the Mishi dance in the main plaza. Oh dear. That one I did prepare a manual for you. Skim it and remember what you can. Dance with passion and pizzazz. Don't forget the clothes to show on Mishi's signature catchphrase. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishi. Oh joy. Well, that's helpful. Catchphrase I get, but this passion and pizzazz part is a little vague. To tell you the truth, we generally leave Mishi's characterization with the patrons up to the actor. For the entire history of this park, we've never even needed a written manual, until today that is. So if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Don't let it get you down too much. I assume if I make a mistake, I get less DP. On the contrary, as the one supervising, I will not tolerate even a single error. Yeah, it sounds just like you, Tio. I'm getting conflicting signals here. Whoops, it's showtime. Let's wrap this up so we can get out there. Alright, the rest of us will pass the time patrolling the park then. Break a leg, you two. The time has come to prove yourself, Lloyd. Yeah, no pressure. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this one off. I guess I'll just have to channel my inner Mishy. There's also the catchphrase, let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy. Better not forget it. Alright, let's get out there and make those kids' wishes come true. I'm counting on you, Mishy. You too, Michette.